Section 1. The martial arts matrix, a lie we tell ourselves. Everyone argues. Aikido, Taekwondo, Aikido, Aikido, online forums, dojo floors, echo with the same tired debates. We act as if the fight is about the moves themselves. A contest of techniques judged on their theoretical elegance or historical lineage. That entire framework is wrong. It is a comforting fiction we tell ourselves. The real fight, the one that truly matters, is about the body's raw, unflinching ability to respond in the blink of an eye. It is about what happens in the first fraction of a second when chaos erupts. That 1 second, before conscious thought can even form a plan, often decides everything. This is what I call the martial arts matrix. It is a world where we are trained to see the surface-level spectacle of kicks, throws, and locks. We are distracted by the flashy moves, the flowing GIs, and the confident pronouncements of masters. Many teachers, whether intentionally or not, want you to focus on the style, not the science. They hide the harder, more complicated truth. The truth is that beneath the veneer of any style lies a training system. And that system's primary job is not to teach you moves. Its real job is to rewire your nervous system to act decisively and effectively under the crushing weight of stress. Look past the choreography. Ask a different set of questions. Does your training make you faster, or does it teach you to wait? Does it build a body that can explode into action, or one that must first find its balance? Does it condition your nerves to fire instantly or to process information slowly? These are not questions about style. They are questions about physiology and neurology. The answers determine whether your martial art is a practical tool for high-stakes encounters or a beautiful but ultimately fragile set of rehearsed patterns. The debate is not about which art is superior in theory. It is about which training methodology produces a superior biological response when it counts. The argument over styles is a dead end because it ignores the engine that drives every single movement you make. Your body is not a computer that simply executes a program called technique. It is a biological machine governed by reflexes, conditioned responses, and the incredible speed of your neural pathways. When someone throws a punch at your face, you do not have time to scroll through a mental library of blocks. Your body reacts. The quality of that reaction is forged not by the name of your dojo. Section 3. Aikido's internal engine precision or physiological bottleneck. Aikido is an art of profound sophistication, balance, proprioception, granular control. Students spend countless hours learning to feel the subtle shifts in their own and their partner's center of gravity. They learn to blend with an incoming force, not to meet it head-on. Relax under pressure, redirect energy, guide an attacker into a state of imbalance where they can be controlled with minimal effort. These skills are invaluable. Calm mind, promote joint safety, provide a powerful framework for de-escalating violence. However, the very nature of this training can create a physiological bottleneck when confronted with explosive, chaotic violence. Sudden assault, non-compliant attacker, utterly chaotic assault. Aikido practice is often characterized by slow, deliberate, and cooperative drills. Slow drills, deliberate practice, cooperative drills. One partner attacks with a committed but predictable motion, and the other responds with a flowing, precise technique. This builds deep internal control and a refined sense of connection. What it does not always build is first-second explosiveness, sensing, feeling, blending, and then acting. Section 4. Taekwondo's explosive power play, speed at a cost. From the very first day in a Taekwondo dojang, the emphasis is on speed, power, dynamic action. Athletes are taught to generate force from the ground up, snapping their kicks with incredible velocity and precision. The training is heavily focused on building a fast-twitch, explosive athlete. Plyometrics, agility ladders, high-intensity interval training, rapid combinations of kicks, rapid combinations of strikes, short bursts. This conditions the anaerobic energy systems and hardwires the nervous system for rapid, powerful movements. On almost any objective measure of reaction time and limb speed, a well-trained Taekwondo athlete will excel. But this relentless pursuit of speed comes with significant costs. Extreme flexibility for high kicks strains the hips, hamstrings, groin. Repetitive, high-impact jumping and kicking stresses the joints, especially the knees, ankles, Over time, the body learns explosive power, but not always resilience to absorb force. The result? Careers plagued by injuries where tools of success lead to breakdown. A singular focus on speed sacrifices other attributes like close-range control, structural stability. The core of the entire debate between styles like Aikido and Taekwondo does not lie in the techniques themselves, but in the seconds before those techniques are even launched. It lies in reaction time. But reaction time is a deceptively simple term for a complex biological process. It is not just about having quick muscles. It is a holistic system that involves your eyes detecting a threat, your brain processing that information, your nerves transmitting a signal, and finally, your muscles executing a movement. More importantly, it is about the conditioned habits that govern how this entire chain of events unfolds under pressure. This is the true battleground. Some training methods, whether by design or by accident, hardwire hesitation into the nervous system. They teach the body to wait for more information, to seek the perfect position, or to confirm the nature of the attack before responding. These are the systems that prioritize precision and control above all else. Other training methods hardwire immediate action. They drill the body to respond to any stimulus with an explosive, preset counter movement. These are the systems that prioritize speed and aggression. Which of these two habits you have painstakingly built into your reflexes matters infinitely more than any single technique you know when a fight breaks out. Consider the two styles. Faced with the limitations of a single style, many modern martial artists turn to cross-training. They seek to patch the holes in their game by mixing styles. An Aikido practitioner might add some boxing to improve their striking. A Taekwondo fighter might take up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to learn ground fighting. On the surface, this seems like the perfect solution, a way to become a more complete and well-rounded combatant. While cross-training can be incredibly effective, it can also fail spectacularly if approached without a clear underlying logic. Simply adding a little of this and a little of that often leads to a martial identity crisis. The danger lies in training conflicting reflexes. If you copy drills from another art without understanding their physiological purpose, you can inadvertently sabotage your core strengths. For example, if you are a Taekwondo athlete whose entire game is built on explosive, long-range attacks, spending half your time on slow, grinding grappling drills that teach you to stay close and connected can create neurological confusion. Under pressure, your body might hesitate, caught between two opposing instincts. Do I explode away or do I close in and control? That moment of indecision is a gift to your opponent. The same is true for an Aikido practitioner who randomly adds fast, twitchy boxing drills without integrating them into their framework of balance and blending. The smart approach is not random mixing. It is selective borrowing. The goal is not to become a watered-down version of 3 different styles, but to steal the specific benefits from other arts that enhance your primary system. An Aikido student should not just do boxing. They should identify specific explosive footwork drills from boxing that can help them close distance faster without compromising their core principles of stability. A Taekwondo fighter should not just do BJJ. They should borrow specific drills that teach them how to regain their feet quickly or create space from a bad position, reinforcing their primary strategy of striking from a distance. In the world of professional athletics, no serious coach would dream of having their athletes perform the same workouts at the same intensity all year round. They understand that progress requires structured variation. This strategic planning of training is called periodization. It involves breaking the year into distinct phases or blocks, each with a specific focus. An athlete might spend a block building a foundation of strength, developing explosive power, sport-specific skills, tapering to peak for competition. This is fundamental sports science. Yet, in the vast majority of martial arts dojos, this concept is completely absent. The standard model is one of endless repetition. Students show up week after week, month after month, and year after year, practicing the same drills and techniques. While repetition is essential for learning, a lack of structured variation is training malpractice. The body adapts and plateaus. Improvement grinds to a halt. This model is a recipe for burnout and overuse injuries. Both Aikido and Taekwondo could be vastly improved by embracing periodization. Imagine an Aikido dojo adding a 4-week explosiveness block to its calendar. Short, intense drills for first step quickness and reactive speed. then a control block slow, precise blending and balance. The cycle builds an adaptable nervous system, speed and subtlety. A Taekwondo school could run a resilience block, lower impact strength training. We are rapidly entering an era where performance is no longer a matter of opinion, it is a matter of data. The world of martial arts, long shrouded in tradition and subjective claims, is about to be dragged into the light of objective measurement. Affordable wearable technology can now track heart rate variability, sleep quality, recovery. Force plates can measure the power of a strike in newtons. High-speed cameras, simple apps can calculate reaction time down to the millisecond. These tools are systematically dismantling the old excuses and hollow claims. If you declare that your art is superior because of its ancient history or secret techniques, data can now put that claim to the test. In this new environment, martial arts styles that embrace measurement and adapt their training based on evidence will thrive. Coaches who use data to identify an athlete's weaknesses, a slow first step, a predictable telegraph, a lagging reaction to a specific attack, and then design drills to fix those specific issues will produce champions. These forward-thinking instructors will see data not as a threat to tradition, but as a powerful tool for honoring it by making it as effective as it can possibly be. They will prove the value of their art with measurable results, not just with stories from the past. Conversely, styles and instructors that cling stubbornly to ritual and dogma will be left behind. Those who insist that this is the way it has always been done will find their arguments increasingly flimsy. The gap between what feels effective and what is measurably effective will become too wide to ignore. This is the path to survival and relevance in the 21st century. Thank you for viewing. As we head to our next milestone of 500 subscribers, please comment, like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue to reach more martial arts enthusiasts like yourself. For more content, select a video on your screen and we will see you there.